We left off with Tatsuya Naito dominating the G1 Climax 2013, earning his right to challenge Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. But with so many luminaries burning up the scene in New Japan, is it possible for all of them to share the spotlight? I'm Kevin Kelly, and this is The Recount. In Power Struggle 2013, Shinsuke Nakamura withstood the onslaught of the maniacal Minoru Suzuki in Osaka. Coming out on the other side of this barrage, he addressed the crowd with a big idea for the Tokyo Dome. While Nakamura had been a supernova, elevating to main event status within months of his 2002 debut, Tanahashi had taken a longer, more traditional route to the top. In their early days, the men hit their stride as a short-lived tag team before their first singles confrontation on January 4th, 2005 sowed the seeds of a memorable rivalry. The two clashed throughout the next several years in a feud over who had the right to call themselves the one true ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Nakamura and Tanahashi hadn't met in the ring since 2011, and the prospect of the two mixing it up once more was mouthwatering. Tanahashi versus Nakamura certainly deserved double main event billing with Okada and Naito. A fan poll was announced to determine which match would be put on at the top of the Tokyo Dome card. This resulted in the first Wrestle Kingdom since 2007 to not feature the IWGP Heavyweight Championship as its headliner. Naito was left dejected by the decision, a moment that would play significantly into his formation of Los Ingobernables de Japón a year and a half later. It was perhaps why the challenger was missing the much-needed killer instinct against Okada, who retained. Meanwhile, Nakamura and Tanahashi would have a short and intense bout that brought the King of Strong Style's Intercontinental title run to an end. Nakamura was obsessed with not only indelibly linking himself with the history of the title, but also with defeating Tanahashi. So much so that upon winning the New Japan Cup in the spring, he became the first and only person in the tournament's history to not select the IWGP Heavyweight Championship to challenge for. Instead, he vowed to take the Intercontinental title back. While the top two luminaries of chaos never came to blows, there was undoubtedly a game of one-upsmanship being played between Nakamura and Okada. A game that had two men obsessing over etching their names in the history books of the title belts they came to represent, as the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championships stood on all but equal level of significance. It was also a game played between different and mutual rivalries of Tanahashi. Besting the ace and ending a title reign that Tanahashi himself later self-scrutinized was a call awaiting a Rainmaker's response. Before that response would come, there were some wrinkles to iron out within Chaos. At Dontaku in May 2014, Yujiro Takahashi defected from the group and joined the spirited New Rioters of Bullet Club, striking Okada with Tokyo Pimps and costing him the IWGP title. Toru Yano, at the same time, was becoming an irritating thorn in Minoru Suzuki's side. Suzuki lured Yano's insane drinking partner Takashi Iisuka to Suzuki-gun. While members of Chaos were being poached left and right, the friendly competition between its two pillars would heat up for the approaching G1 Climax season. Two sets of eyes were fixed on Hiroshi Tanahashi, but only one will be able to survive the tournament and meet him in the ring. Sign up to NJPWWorld.com to watch all of these matches play out in full.